All right, guys, if anybody's in there, welcome. Let me get the link for the StreamYard and pop it in the chat in case anyone wants to earworm. Hey, Seth, how you doing? All right, let's get this started. Seth, is the audio all right? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me at the moment? All right, cool. Thanks. Hey, Ben, how you doing? So right here, I got a piece of ash. It's about 10 inches in diameter and 6 inches deep. So we'll get started roughing it out. Put my face shield down. Hopefully the audio doesn't get too weird. But I have it on a faceplate right now. Two of the bolts actually sheared off when I was installing it, so that'll be fun once I try to hollow it out. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Hopefully the lathe isn't too loud. Turn up the RPMs to, looks like 600. Can you hear the cutting at all? I see that the lathe is silent. Hey, John S. I'm going to go ahead and stop the lathe and move the tool rest and switch to my larger Henry Taylor bowl gouge to hopefully go a little quicker. Try to turn the lathe up now a little bit. We're at 650 RPMs. Hey Douglas, hey Jigsy. The blank was 10 inches in diameter and about 6 inches deep, and it's a piece of ash. Hey Jennifer. Oh yeah, Harry wants to say hi. He's up here. Hi, Jeanette. And move the tool rest again. Up to 650 RPMs. Yeah, Harry's shy unless he gets some alcohol in him. Hi, Lawrence. Hi, Leona. Do you guys like the picture-in-picture, or would y'all rather have the overhead camera only? Yeah, Seth. I have a monitor right above my headstock, so I can see it pretty easily. I'm going to try to start defining a tenon. Turn the lathe up a little bit more. It's at 700. I'm going to stop and check and see where we're at. Got a little bark left here, so make it a little shallower and get the tenon started. Harry's helmet is it's over in a little cabinet. He only uses that for battles. Got to go a little deeper. You got some bark right here in the tenon, so I got to get rid of that. Harry had a good Christmas. He got some wood, and like he got those nunchucks, so he's happy with those. He's been practicing. I'll switch to my other gouge because I think the other one's a little dull. Still some bark. FKO, yeah, he got a battle helmet instead of the face shield. I'll have to look for one of his size. All right, so I'll get this tenon more clearly defined now. I'll get out my little jig to see if it's the right size or not. It's obviously too small for my Titan jaws, so I'll go with my Supernova chuck. Let me measure that real quick. The blank was 10 inches in diameter and a little over 6 inches deep. I'll use my point tool to get a little chamfer or dovetail on the tenon. And face off the shoulder. Now I'll start cleaning up the outside shape. Let me go ahead and pin the SteamYard link. All right, so if anybody wants to join, I'll let you guys in. That's not good. Hey, Doug, let me let you in.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Going well. Everything's looking good there, Hodge.
Thank you. Do you want to be in the background or have your little picture on there?
Well, I'll tell you what, you can just leave it for a second. I can't stay with just half a minute. I got to get into the office.
All right. So I'm luckily off of work till January 4th, actually. So I have lots of time in the shop.
There you go.
If the wife allows me, that is.
I'm supposed to have the time off, but things continue to roll. And in fact, I've got a funeral to do later this week.
Oh. Hey, Doug.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Doug at Pole Barn just joined.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat.
Okay. I have the YouTube chat open as well. Ben, I'm a engineer for an oil company, but it's all desk work. I don't go to the field or anything. So this is looks like it'll end up being a fairly steep bowl. Move the tool rest again. this point, I'm going to true up the face so I know where the rim will start. I don't think I'll be able to see this really, but sorry for that. Now with it being ash, I know the grain's not the nicest of things, so I got a couple of knots here. One might be the pith, I don't know. I got this wood from the lady when I bought my lathe, so it's fairly dry. Right now, there's not much curve to the outer shape. I'll show you on the overhead cam. It's kind of plain, so I'm going to try to curve over this bottom more and get a gradual curve across the whole thing. Let me go back to the other image.
All right, Robert, I'm going to check out now. It's good to see you and glad you're going live, bud.
All right, Doug, cool. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to go opposite against the grain here just to get a better shape. It's easier to see that way. Maybe I'll leave a pedestal on this. I don't know. I'll turn up the speed a bit now. 950. I think I'll add a rim, a decorative rim here in a minute. Getting some nice shavings here. This knot is being a real pain. I can feel it bouncing. Turn the speed up some more. I guess I'm only at 1,000. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Yeah, I'm rubbing my ash. All right, I think I got the shape. I just need to clear out a few bumps here and there. One thing I like to do when I'm near the end is just mark it with a pencil kind of where there's some bumps, and then turn away those pencil lines. I don't know if you can really see it or not. I'm doing some shear cutting. Now I got this knot to deal with again. All right, it's good enough for a demo piece, I guess. Now I'll shape this rim. I think I'll add sort of like a cove. I think it's too big right now, so I'll go to the overhead. Get my point tool again. Try to make this edge a little more crisp. Need to clean up on this cove. It's not very round, symmetrical. No, Harry likes the mice. I'm just worried it might go onto some beaver porn. I'm not too happy with this rim. It's a little too big, but yeah, I guess I'm going to clean it up a little bit more. I don't want to leave it. I'm going to knock off, well, I'll do that with sandpaper. I was going to say the edges are too sharp, but I'll just sand it down a little bit. I don't know how much sanding I want to do. Being on a live, we got this little bark inclusion, which is kind of interesting. Then we got another little bark inclusion. Kind of cool. I like it. So I'll hit it with some 120 grit. Put it in reverse, turn the lathe speed down. Go to about 500. I'll kind of round over the sandpaper to get inside this cove. Now I'll just lightly touch these corners to not have them be so sharp. There's a little bump I felt right here that I'm going to clean up now. That's better. Hit that area with the sandpaper again. Move on to the next grit. Try not to sand as long as Nick, the flaming turner. He can capture that market. Jeez. I don't know how Wayne the woodturner does it. It's only been 37 minutes. He would be done by now. Congratulations, Seth. If you guys haven't subscribed to Seth Brickhouse Craftworks, go do that. And if any of you guys aren't aware, Hugh at Wouldn't It Be Nice has a clock challenge for the month of January. And Turnage Dubois, Daniel, he's got a comp challenge going on all year next year, which I'll be a part of. We're calling it the YouTube Cross Channel Challenge 2021. And there's about 13 of us, I think, at the moment. And each month we pick a topic or theme for the month. And Daniel picked fire for January, so there should be a lot of videos coming up involving stuff on fire, which should be exciting. I'm going to define this little pedestal a little better. Use my point tool again to kind of clean up in the inside here. Use a really small bowl gouge here to get in that corner. All right, turn down this little nub at the end so it'll fit in my tenon. And then I think the tenon's the right size. I'll put it on try to put the chuck on before I take it off. Go ahead and take away the tailstock here in a moment after I put away some tools so I can take off this little bit and then put a point back in for when I reverse it to turn off the bottom. Make this flat so it sits better. I'll bring up the tailstock again and just put a little dot or puncture, whatever you want to call it. I guess I'm ready to turn it around. One thing that I'd say that's bad about this Powermatic lathe is the threads on the tailstock are really fine, so you gotta make like, I don't know how many rotations to make the tailstock back up. It's gotta be a really fine threads per inch, I guess. So, let me change the camera. Go ahead and where did my drill go? You guys need to help. I found it. Hopefully some of these bolts don't come off. Actually, I had to use two different screws, so one of them's a square drive and the other one's a Torx, which I lost my Torx bit, so I had to find that one. Why is this not wanting to come out? What the hell? All right, sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna go get different bits. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. There's one broken one. I had to pre-drill some of these holes. I guess this is a hard piece of ash. I'm thinking these other two are going to break also. Jeez. It's not even moving. Hi, Mark. All right. I'm surprised that one didn't break. This one doesn't want to move. Oh. Never had this happen. I'll try to break this one. Maybe I'll try replacing the battery real quick and see if that helps. right then. Let's see if I can just... Where's a chisel? Let's see if this works. Don't really want to bend the wood that I've been turning, so maybe this way. Let me find... Sorry if that's loud, guys. I apologize for this mishap. You guys got any suggestions? Oh, all right, JP. Thanks for joining. I'll try that. No, I just have to find the drill bit I just had. I mean, I wish Harry could just, you know, chew it out, but I guess he's taking a break today. Yeah, I was thinking of just drilling off the head, which I might have to do next. There we go. I don't know what the deal was with that. Forgot to check to make sure the tenon fit before I took it off, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Of course, it's a hair too big, so what I'll do is hopefully put it between centers and just make it a little bit smaller. I have a hole here from when I cut it on the circle cutting jig, and then I have the point from the tailstock just a moment ago. Okay, that's fairly true, at least enough to cut the tenon slightly smaller. Put on some more pressure. Yeah, Florida, I'll definitely need to throw away that screw. I think I bumped into the camera. There we go. All right. The outside's probably going to be needing to be trued up once I turn the tenon, since it's not square or straight at the moment. All right. My knockout bar. This little washer always gets in the way. Yeah, JP, I saw that shout out. Thanks a lot for that during y'all's Makers International. Hey, Rob CP, how you doing? I haven't cussed yet, just so you know. Well, maybe I said shit. I don't know. Yep. So I think I'll. Guess I'll clean. Being this is a practice piece, I think I'll leave the outside as is. No, never mind. I gotta clean it up. Sorry about that, guys. So that's good enough on the outside. I won't bore you all with sanding that again. I'll do that off camera. I'll start hollowing out the inside, and I guess show you guys how I fool around with broken screws. Let me make a mark with a big marker to remind myself don't cut here, since there's screws embedded in it. Put the RPMs up about 1,000. Clean off the front. Now what I like to do is just get the rim defined. I think I'll have a slight little curvature just so it feels good in the hand. Probably go with about 1/4 of an inch of wall thickness. Yeah, Ben, I think I might have to get a little bit of wax or bar soap to do those screws. Let me make a little mark, even to better remind myself not to mess with those screws. All right. This wood is hot. Hi, David. Glad you could join us. I'm going to have to sharpen my tools. Sorry I don't have a camera for that. And I'm also about at the point where I have to take away the tail center because I can't get my tool around. So let me sharpen my gouge real fast. Again, if any of you guys want an earworm, I pinned the link to the top of this channel. So feel free to jump in. I'll let y'all in. Now I just sharpened with a Wolverine jig, and I only have aluminum oxide wheels at the moment. One of these days I'll be getting CBN wheels. All right. Let me check the chuck, make sure it's tight. go ahead and take the tail center off. Move the banjo over a bit. And I'll start defining the rim. Hard for me to see with the lighting here, but I think this will bleach it out. I guess that's not too bad for you guys, is it? Back up, take out the quill before I jam it in my elbow. All right. What I usually like to do is just kind of work on 1 inch at a time while leaving the bulk in the middle to keep it more stable and not flex as much. I guess at this point I need to start dealing with these screws. So what I'm going to start doing, these screws are roughly in there about 1.5 inches, which makes it a little complicated, but I'm going to start hogging away material here. Clear some of these shavings. Here's those holes I drilled earlier. Now what I'll do is I'll start hollowing out inside of where the screws are. Lower the tool wrist a little bit. If I had a Forstner bit this big, I guess this would speed up the process. I basically want to clear out the material inside of the screws to make this wall weaker to where I can just break the screws off. So still got about 1/4 of an inch of material inside before I get to the screws. I'm going to take a little bit more off the outside. Actually, I'm going to switch to one of my Benjamin Best cheaper tools rather than my Thompson gouge in case I hit the screw. This tool's not the sharpest. I don't know when the last time I used it was. Hi, Design and Make. How you doing? All right. So I'll go a little deeper on the inside. Sorry this is taking so long. Alright, so now what I'll try and do is cut alongside the edges of the screws with my little oscillating tool, and hopefully that'll free them up. So there's one here. If you guys don't want to stick around for this, feel free to leave. I don't know how long this will take, really. Alright, so there's one of them free. Hopefully that can let the vice grips get a hold of it, which I'll have to find. Alright, Florida, if you're in it to the end. So that helped. What the hell? Try to clear off a little bit more. There's not even a screw there. It's hard to see. The screw's not wanting to move. Maybe I'll have to bust out the torch. I think I'll have to try to turn away more wood like Lewis suggested here if this doesn't come out. All right, here's one of them. So about 1/2 of an inch still deep. Design and make a few screws broke off when I was removing the faceplate, so I got to get those out before I can finish hollowing out the inside. Never was interested in dentistry. All right, go ahead and try to turn away a bit more. Actually, I'm going to try to use a parting tool now, if I can get it in there enough. Yeah, I don't have a pointed carbide cue. All right, so hopefully this is weaker now to where I can just pry it off. Doesn't look like it yet. Gives me an idea though to weaken it. I think we're nearly there, guys. All right. I think this is the last one. Let me just check this one here. Make sure I didn't miss one. All right, we're good. We'll get back to turning now. I wasn't expecting to do this on my first live. Hi, Mike. Just check the wall thickness real quick. Still got plenty of meat left. Need to adjust my tool rest a little bit. It's too much overhang. I might hear the vibrations. Get rid of more material here in the middle. Get rid of some of these shavings. Right here we have that little bark inclusion. You can see there's a hole now. I guess the little knot came out. I guess it adds character. See you later, Hugh. I'm gonna have to sharpen my tool again. Sorry about that. I'm really having to put a lot of pressure to cut, which isn't a good thing. All right. change my tool rest to get in there better. We'll see. Check the wall thickness here. Still pretty fat. Really need to grind one of my other bowl gouges to have a steeper angle to get these bottoms easier. All right, that's doing it. All right. Start hogging away more of this stuff in the middle. Adjust the slide a little bit better for you. I try my other gouge. It's got a thicker shaft. That's what she said. Can't keep your eyes off that beaver, huh, Dodger? I'm going to lower my tool rest a little bit. So I'm getting pretty close to, I think, the final depth I want to get to. Still pretty thick, but you know, there's nothing wrong with the thick ash bottom. Keep going a little bit more. Hi, Yappy. Thanks for joining us. Move the tool rest in a little bit more. Try to get more support. See if there's a nub in the middle, which there is a little bit. Try to clean off the bottom, make it a nice curve. A little bit to clean up out here. So the curve, it's pretty good. Nothing I can't sand out. Besides right here. I'll get my negative rake scraper out and clean up this little bump here. All right. So I think we're good. Like I said, I got this little void here. Just kind of cool. I'll show it clearer on the overhead camera, where you can see this little hole. I guess the bark inclusion flew out. And I got to resand the outside since I had to true it up once I reversed it, but that'll be all right. So I'll do a little sanding now, and I'll probably just put some general finishes salad bowl finish on it because it's quick and easy. I can only do one coat though because it takes about 2 or 3 hours for it to dry. But let me do a little sanding and then we'll put that coat on, and that'll be it for today. Thanks all of y'all for sticking around the whole time, even with the screws breaking off. Who would have thought you'd have problems with screws in your ash? Turn the speed down a little bit. Switch back to the other tailstock view. Hey Nick, how you doing? Just in time for sanding. Do a quick sand on the outside. I'll have to revisit this once it's off the live just to clean things up a little. It's definitely not at a stage at which I would be willing to sell this piece. I'll need to get some bigger, stronger screws to put in my ash later. Sadly, my air compressor is not in the shop right now because I'm doing some honeydew stuff where I'm nailing some old fence boards to our patio ceiling. So I'm just going to have to wipe it down with what you guys call methylated spirits or rubbing alcohol, denatured alcohol, whatever you want to call it. Kind of burns. Forgot that I had some cuts on my hands. I need to get a better light for in here. Can't really see the grain. Actually, I think that's as far as I'm going to go today because there's still some tear out that I see. And I'll need to fix that later, but I'll take it off the lathe and hopefully give you guys a better look. So here's the bowl that we have it so far. It's got this little rim. Can't decide if I'm going to leave this pedestal or not. But yeah, there's some tear out and some ridges that I need to clean off. Getting rid of this light. But it's got some nice figure, I guess, because there were some branches here. But Thanks all you guys for tuning in. I'll post some pictures of this once it's finished on my Facebook and Instagram account. If you guys aren't following me, I have links in my description. If not right now, I'll put them in later. But thank you guys for watching. If any of you guys have any questions, I'll stick around a bit and ask them. Otherwise, I'll hit the bloody button. Thanks, Alf. Thanks, Florida, for sticking around. Thank you, Lewis. Thanks, David. See you later, Terry. Yeah, Jappy. It's only about 2 hours. I'll have to clean it up to get within an hour. See you later, Leona. Take care, Mark. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye for now.